Language, the bridge to understanding. Kotoba Camp.
Pattern.
Pattern.
A regular and intelligible form or sequence discernible in the way in which something happens or is done. To model or design according to a plan or template.
模式、图案、规律、方式、设计、仿造。
Magnetic fields around sunspots exhibit complex patterns that repeat approximately every 11 years. Ancient pottery fragments reveal intricate geometric patterns, unique to each Mediterranean civilization.
Certain species of fireflies flash their lights in synchronized patterns to attract potential mates.
Ice cores from Antarctica show distinctive patterns in carbon dioxide levels over the past million years.
Monarch butterflies navigate across North America by following precise seasonal weather patterns.
Patterned.
Patterned.
Microscopic analysis revealed beautifully patterned crystalline structures within the mineral samples. Patterning.
Patterning. DNA patterning during embryonic development determines the formation of vital organs.
Trend, structure, arrangement, configuration.
趋势、结构、安排、配置。
Randomness, chaos, disorder, irregularity.
随机性、混乱、无序、不规则性。
Pause.
Pause.
To stop temporarily before continuing. To hesitate. A temporary stop or break in action, speech, or movement.
暂停、终止、犹豫、停顿、间歇。
Seismic waves momentarily pause before reflecting off boundaries between Earth's internal layers. Marine mammals must briefly pause their deep dives to avoid decompression sickness.
Volcanic activity in the region paused for several decades before resuming with renewed intensity.
Cell division pauses at specific checkpoints to ensure accurate DNA replication.
The growth rings in ancient trees indicate periodic pauses in their development during harsh seasons.
Paused.
Paused.
The paused chemical reaction allowed scientists to observe intermediate compounds. Pausing.
Pausing. Careful pausing between experimental stages prevents cross-contamination of samples.
Halt, stop, suspend, cease.
停止、终止、暂停、停息。
Continue, proceed, persist, resume.
继续、进行、持续、恢复。
Pay.
Pay.
To give money in exchange for goods or services. To compensate. Money received for work. Salary or wages.
支付、付款、补偿、薪资、工资。
Economists found that companies that pay higher wages tend to have lower employee turnover rates. The agricultural sector must pay close attention to soil conservation practices to maintain productivity.
Ancient civilizations would pay tribute to their rulers through elaborate ceremonies and valuable goods.
Businesses must pay substantial fees to offset their carbon emissions in many countries.
The museum will pay for the restoration of these rare archaeological artifacts.
Payment.
Payment.
The payment for environmental services has become a crucial conservation strategy. Payable.
Payable. These bonds are payable upon maturity in 20 years.
Compensate, reimburse, remunerate, disperse.
补偿、报销、酬劳、支付。
Withhold, default, retain, deny.
扣留、拖欠、保留、拒付。
Peak.
Peak.
The highest point. Top of a mountain. To reach the highest point.
顶峰、山顶，达到最高点。
Geologists discovered that the mountain peak contains rare mineral deposits from ancient volcanic activity. Solar activity typically peaks every 11 years during what astronomers call the solar maximum.
The oxygen consumption of marine organisms peaks during their most active feeding periods.
Atmospheric carbon dioxide levels peak annually in May before declining during the growing season.
The bioluminescent display peaks during the new moon when the sky is darkest.
Peaking.
Peaking.
The peaking power demand strains the electrical grid during extreme weather events. Peaked.
Peaked. The peaked interest in renewable energy has led to significant technological advances.
Summit, apex, zenith, crest.
顶点、顶峰、最高点、巅峰。
Base, bottom, nadir, valley.
底部、底层、最低点、谷底。
Perfect.
Perfect.
To make something flawless. To improve until excellent. Without flaws. Complete and accurate.
完美的、无瑕的，使完善、改进。
The crystalline structure of diamonds is nearly perfect due to their precise atomic arrangement. The mathematicians developed a perfect proof for this complex theorem through months of rigorous calculation and verification.
According to the lab instructor, students must perfect their laboratory techniques through repeated practice and careful observation.
The human immune system has evolved into a nearly perfect defense mechanism against various pathogens and environmental threats.
While striving for perfection in academic research is admirable, scientists must also recognize when the results are sufficient.
Perfectionist.
Perfectionist.
Her perfectionist approach to data analysis ensures reliable research results. Perfection.
Perfection. The quest for scientific perfection drives continuous technological advancement.
Flawless, ideal, impeccable, pristine.
完美的、理想的、无瑕的、原始的。
Imperfect, flawed, defective, faulty.
不完美的、有缺陷的、有瑕疵的、有故障的。
Perform.
Perform.
To carry out an action or task. To present to an audience.
执行、履行、表演、演出。
Neurons in the brain perform billions of electrical signals per second. Volcanic vents perform vital functions in regulating Earth's internal pressure.
Tiny air sacs in the lungs perform oxygen exchange with remarkable efficiency.
Coral reefs perform crucial roles in maintaining marine biodiversity and coastal protection.
Ancient sundials performed surprisingly accurate time measurements using shadow positions.
Performance.
Performance.
The solar panels showed optimal performance during peak daylight hours. Performer.
Performer. Enzymes act as biological performers in speeding up chemical reactions.
Execute, conduct, accomplish, implement.
执行、进行、完成、实施。
Fail, neglect, abandon, ignore.
失败、疏忽、放弃、忽视。
Permit.
Permit.
To allow something to happen. To give authorization. An official document giving permission.
允许、许可、执照、许可证。
Certain wavelengths of light permit photosynthesis to occur in plant cells. The selective membrane permits only specific molecules to enter the cell.
Unique atmospheric conditions on Venus do not permit the existence of liquid water.
The crystalline structure permits light to pass through in predictable patterns.
Natural selection permits beneficial mutations to persist in populations over time.
Permissible.
Permissible.
The maximum permissible level of carbon dioxide varies among different ecosystems. Permission.
Permission. DNA replication requires specific enzymes to grant permission for strand separation.
Allow, authorize, enable, sanction.
允许、授权、使能够、批准。
Forbid, prohibit, ban, restrict.
禁止、阻止、禁令、限制。
Personal.
Personal.
Belonging or relating to a particular person. Individual, private.
个人的、私人的、个别的。
Genetic variations contribute to each individual's personal immune response patterns. Brain activity patterns create unique personal perceptions of sensory information.
Mitochondrial DNA carries personal genetic information from maternal ancestors.
Each fingerprint contains distinct personal identification markers at the molecular level.
Hormonal fluctuations can significantly affect personal circadian rhythms.
Personality.
Personality.
Neurological studies reveal how brain structure influences personality traits. Personalize.
Personalize. Scientists can now personalize cancer treatments based on genetic profiles.
individual, private, intimate, distinctive.
个人的、私密的、亲密的、独特的。
Public, general, universal, common.
公共的、普遍的、通用的、共同的。
Photograph.
Photograph.
An image captured by a camera, a picture. To take a picture using a camera.
照片、拍照。
Satellite photographs reveal intricate patterns of glacial movement over time. Electron microscopes photograph cellular structures at nanometer scales.
High-speed cameras photograph chemical reactions occurring in milliseconds.
Astronomers photograph distant galaxies using powerful space telescopes.
Infrared cameras photograph heat patterns in geological formations.
Photographic.
Photographic.
Photographic evidence shows the gradual erosion of coastal landscapes. Photographer.
Photographer. Wildlife photographers document rare species in their natural habitats.
Image, picture, snapshot, photo.
图像、图片、快照、照片。
Sketch, drawing, painting, illustration.
素描、绘画、油画、插图。
Physical.
Physical.
Relating to the body, relating to material things. Of or relating to physics.
身体的、物质的、物理的。
Quantum entanglement demonstrates unusual physical properties at the atomic level. The physical structure of DNA molecules determines genetic inheritance patterns.
Tectonic forces cause physical changes in Earth's crustal composition.
Magnetic fields exert physical influence on charged particles in solar wind.
The physical properties of water enable unique molecular interactions.
Physicist.
Physicist.
The physicists analyze the wave patterns in quantum mechanical systems. Physicality.
Physicality. The physicality of crystal structures determines their optical properties.
Tangible, material, concrete, corporeal.
有形的、物质的、具体的、实体的。
Mental, spiritual, abstract, intangible.
精神的、心灵的、抽象的、无形的。
Well done! Take a break and remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's keep our learning motivation fresh.
To have another language is to possess a second soul.